the sharper your mind is, the more diverse your thinking is, the better you can think through the problems.
Information-wise, you know everything already. Last month, I think we did around 420 nice uploads. It's becoming now very easy now because the whole system is in place and also a little bit boring. So I need a new challenge. But passive income might be a dream to a lot of people, and it's of course it's nice, but like it's even worse if you maybe feel bored. You know?
You just haven't had enough experience in life and in business to have so much confidence.
I disagree.
I want to pursue wisdom, but
You know how? Need to install TikTok.
I think it comes down to the question of like, what are your strengths, what are you good at, and how to best apply yourself. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity, and the best preparation you can do is by, well, because you don't have anything crazy to tell to the people watching and listening, then we'll just freestyle it as usual.
Bum! But I'm sure you have something crazy to share with the people.
Absolutely not.
This is not a great hook, by the way. If we want to have people keep watching from here, this is not something. You did
This
what? You did $20,000 with affiliate.
No. This episode is for the real ones. It's for the day ones, you know? For the ones who know you and me, for the very select few.
Okay.
That's
Well,
the episode for them.
New episode. Are you back in the grind, by the way?
Yes. What about
Are you
Europe?
recording?
Where are you?
I'm in Vietnam. In
Okay.
Hoi An. Currently.
Okay, and how is that?
It's nice. Today we did a typical touristy thing. Like you have these coconut boats, they're called. Like basically baskets, like circular boats. And they like with a paddle, they move forward, and you go through like some jungle, and like it's crazy.
Ooh.
And do you see them?
Well, I'm actually gonna pull it up here on the screen now. So is it this?
Yeah, exactly like this. So we went through the jungle, and then we went to the open water with like and they had like these boats with a massive speaker on top, and you could do karaoke on the water on these boats. It was so random. So they had, because like a lot of Koreans here as well and Chinese people visiting Vietnam, they had like
Yeah.
Gangnam Style playing, and
Oh my
so
god.
that's what we did this afternoon. Kind of funny to see, kind of crazy place here. Like the music here is really, it's insane. Like all the original songs, they remix it and make it like up tempo with like
Yeah.
some crazy beats. It's almost like K-pop stuff or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
So
it's fun.
where are you
Fun here.
which city are you now right now in?
I'm now in Hoi An.
Hoi An.
So
Okay, yeah.
Hoi An. So it's a very nice old town as well, with a lot of lanterns at night, and it's very very nice. And tomorrow we are moving to Da Nang, which is 30 minutes to the north from here. You have a nice beach and that kind of stuff.
Nice.
So that's all possible when you have YouTube in place.
That's all possible when you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah, that's true. And what about you? Do you have any plans, like Amsterdam you said, but anything else, or?
No, actually no plans for Amsterdam, but we do have plans. We booked a little trip to Verona in Italy. We are gonna go
Nice.
see we're gonna go for an opera with my parents. The opera is called Turandot. So we're going there on the 14th, I think, 14th or 16th of June, for about 2 nights. So we booked a little Airbnb, flights, no car. We're flying to Milan, Malpensa, right? Yes. And then from there, we're going to take a train to Verona. There, one of the things I know of, well, the most touristy thing probably is like the Juliet's balcony or Juliet's house, Romeo and Juliet of Shakespeare,
Yeah.
right? That's where she lived. But besides that, my intention is to learn a little bit more about the city, learn more about the actual good food, of course, yes. And of course, learn about the opera. But that's the upcoming plan for June. And until then, we are just enjoying the good weather here in Finland.
It's better
Blessings.
now, right?
It's slowly getting better. Yeah, slowly getting better. So we're enjoying that.
But that's like
And
15, right?
no, 15? Are you crazy? That's dude, 15 is like summer in Finland. Uh, well, in the morning, it's like 5 degrees, maybe. Yeah, 5 degrees in the morning. And then
Yeah.
daytime, it gets like right now it's 10. So
Yeah,
it's
okay,
not,
not that crazy warm.
yeah, it's not super crazy. It's not plus 42.
I see. And okay, let's go back to the grind mode a little bit. Like
Yeah.
people probably hear a lot about our holidays already. But like you're recording like fully affiliate marketing focused videos.
Yeah. So I have a couple of verticals that I'm focusing on right now. So I'm doing all the recordings myself because I don't make enough money yet to hire spokes,
Hey, hey, by the
uh,
way, but
good
you hired
spokespeople.
someone. How's that going?
Yes. So let me get to it. So I hired one guy. I just did a test run, like I said previously, about 50 videos. His name was Ali, I think, as well. It was okay. I mean, he has potential, but it's not up to my standards. So I'm not moving any more forward with that. Um, and I don't make enough yet to, hire a good spokesperson from not a good one, like Ali is good as well, but I'm talking about like first world country, American English, good setup and all that. So for the moment, I'm doing everything myself. I'm recording longer videos. I have a couple of verticals in terms of affiliate marketing that I'm really focusing on. The main one
What
that
do you
I'm
mean with
really like,
verticals?
so vertical is basically like a niche or like what you're really focusing on, right? Because you can do affiliate marketing in many different verticals, right? You can do like, you know, Amazon associates, you can do, Shopify, you can do, like specific partners type of thing. You know what I mean? Like what is it that you're really focusing on?
Niche,
So
basically.
yeah, like niche, right? And so what I'm focusing on is I'm doing myself recording Amazon videos. So I kind of enjoy doing them because I enjoy delivering the videos. I spend about a couple of hours first thing in the morning after breakfast, doing them. I do maybe 5, 6 videos, um, like best monitor for students or something like that, right? And then I do 5 top picks, right? Amazon products, ChatGPT, um, links driven, and then we take the links and we drive them to Amazon, right? My girlfriend is helping me with keyword research. I outsource the video editing, the thumbnail. This week, I've been working on a new thumbnail template, so that is up on my second channel. For those of you who know my second channel, you can go check it out. I also showed it inside of our private community. The new template I was working on. Really frustrating week because I couldn't get like I wanted to update my thumbnail, but I couldn't, figure out like I couldn't find a concept, right? So I even posted an Upwork job post, by the way, which is a big deal for me.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
I don't usually do that. So
But you got
yeah,
what you got.
yeah, I've now got one, and I'm focusing on just a couple of affiliates. So I'm really focusing on the Amazon thing. And I wrote today here in my notepad that what separates great men from average is their ability to see it through. So but this
You mean
ability
like
to
work it
see,
through or
yeah, no,
or
yeah, work it through, like grinding it out, but also like seeing it through. Like you can,
a long-term plan?
that, yeah, like you can see through that if you do this for long enough, right, it will work out because you thought about it. So focusing on a couple of verticals. Amazon is one of them, the main one. And actually, I will. I started a new. I'm starting a new channel that is gonna be. I'm gonna be making there maybe like 3, 4 videos a month, and it's not gonna be me myself. I'll be investing about 800 to 1,000 euros per month. It's going to be longer tutorials, 30, 40 minutes, also in one specific vertical with a good spokesperson and good script, good editing, all of that. But it's good. It's just as an experiment to see
Okay.
if that goes anywhere. So I'm planning on investing maybe 5, 6 thousand euros into that over the next 5, 6 months and seeing if any videos pick up.
Have you
How are
found
you?
someone already?
Yes. Yes, the first video will be delivered either today or tomorrow.
Good stuff.
Hey, quick pause on the podcast. If you're ready to take action and learn how to make money on YouTube, make sure to check out our private YouTube Business Academy community. The link is down in the description. All right, back to the episode.
All right, that's exciting. I'm curious to
Yes.
hear about that. Like another guy reached out to me on Twitter as well, doing only Shopify. Maybe you know the YouTube channel, Kraus Shopify. Maybe you've seen it. He's also starting an experiment, and he's basically doing Shopify only as well. And he will, yeah, if he's listening right now, he was supposed to, like, he will give me an update how that's going as well. I'm really curious if that will work. Like maybe you'll get more pushed in browse as well if you are such in a specific niche, because for YouTube it will be easier to figure out what kind of audience matches your channel. You know, so curious how that will go. And yeah, overall on my side, last month I think we did around 420 nice uploads. So pretty decent. Lowering the volume a little bit, more focused on like a little bit longer tutorials now, between 6 to 12 minutes. Affiliate, like Shopify was around 1K. We did some brand deals around $350, I think. Trying to do more of those. So we're doing actively outreach to, yeah, maybe a smart trick for other people. What we're doing right now is we're doing outreach to companies we already made videos for. So we have done many, many tutorials on specific tools. And basically in our outreach, we're going to say, hey, I have a small, I made a video for you because I really appreciate your tool. I think it's really great. And as you can see, it already got this amount of views, blah, blah. And I just wanted to share this with you. And we have some sort of call to action like, hey, would more of these videos be interesting to you? So you basically build up goodwill because you're like, you made a free video. Well, you made a video anyway. So, and then maybe you can get more videos out of them. And what also worked for me pretty good is we got a lot of messages for people asking us to join their affiliate. Then we decline that offer and say, okay, we don't do any affiliates. But we can make individual videos for you. And oftentimes they take 1 or 2 videos based on that reply. So that's also pretty good. But overall, RPM is increasing now this month again, so that's nice. Yeah, I think with the new channel added, the AdSense revenue alone will between 6.5 and 7K, I think, this month, something like that.
Let's go. Very good.
Yeah. So pretty solid. The team is basically in place. The video production is in place, and I hope to buy another channel maybe in 2 to 3 months. And but I must say, like, it's very becoming now very easy now because the whole system is in place, and also a little bit boring. So I need a new challenge. But I'm here like reading Vietnam, doing some self-reflection. And while, like, I also did a tweet about this. While like outsourcing and passive income might be a dream to a lot of people, and it's of course it's nice, but like it's even worse if you maybe feel bored, you know. So
that sounds like a first world problem.
yeah. Of course it is, and I'm very thankful of my position. But it's also like my personality type is more like working, and I like to be in the flow and action indeed. But I'm sure like something new will come up where I can really like I rather build something for the longer term, like maybe a brand or I don't know, that you can like build up for years and not just like for easy cash or easy money. And yeah, I have no idea what it will be, but overall, like I'm in a pretty comfortable position. Of course, I like helping the students as well. Talking about the students, we got some great results update as well this week.
Let me
maybe we can pull them up
on the screen.
Yeah.
Yep. Share screen, entire screen.
So the strategies we've been sharing with them are working, which is really cool to see.
Okay. So we got Julio, first and foremost. One more 28-day cycle to share with you all. As you can see, the numbers continue growing. All right, earned $86 with a daily peak of 6.39. You can see right here, the last 28 days, his channel is already at $86 and had a peak of 6.39. So this is for the month from 9th of April till the 9th of May. So like, keep in mind, these results we're showing, Julio, and the next one I'm going to show Viana as well, they never made $1 online, right? Both of them, I think, are over 35 years old.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to see Julio right here. You can see update number 5. So we've been working for 5 months. Another 28-day cycle. You can see right here, he's now making over $400 per month from the 8th of April till the around 5th of May. He had a peak of $23 in a single day. So yeah, super exciting. Evelyn
Yeah,
is
and
sharing her first win as
keep in
well. And
mind, like it's probably like Julio had some trouble uploading enough volume with videos. So like the first 1 to 3 months, he didn't upload as much. But once he implemented the strategy about the volume and that kind of stuff, he's now like nearly as close as to $100 a month. And the same with Jan. Like when you're just starting out, you have never made a single dollar before. You first need to go to all the knowledge, basically the basic principles. Acquire the channel, do the branding, acquire a team. So the first month, 1.5 month, you're busy on those kind of things. So the results of like they posted probably the first video maybe 3 to 4 months ago, or at least for Jan. And
yeah,
I think seeing these kind of increases on the monthly revenue is pretty great, and still shows that like the strategy is working. Like search will always be working as long as you have a good team and know how to do proper keyword research. So yeah, pretty cool to see. And I'm certain, especially Jan, I think he will hit like at least 1.2, 1.5K end of this year. I think that's pretty reasonable. So that's cool.
I'll be very excited to see that.
Yeah.
Every time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, also Oliver, but he didn't share yet in the community. Like he's
Yeah,
doing a German search channel, which is
yeah,
also increasing quite by a lot. He said, but I forgot how much. So let's wait for his
yeah,
update in the community, and then we'll
yeah.
share it in the next episode.
Yeah, we'll share with you guys in the next episode for sure. But it's exciting to see all these updates and all these wins. You know, every time someone posts in the community, I check out the post and I'm like, wow, this is incredible. Like, I mean, these
Yeah,
are the guys, these are all the people that we are working with, and you know, these strategies, this searchable content is really working. So yeah, I'm super excited to see. Of course, there's always room for improvement, and we are learning. You and I are learning ourselves as well. But that's the whole thing about it. It's not like okay, here is the A to Z thing. It's more like a kind of closed community where you interact with us, we learn together, because this podcast is kind of just like a one-way thing, right? But in the community is like more interactive. So, but talk to me about the big thing that you want to be building. So you talked about that you don't just want to go for this cash grab thing type of, but you're thinking more on like a bigger scale. You know, investing into a brand over the next many years, building something substantial.
yeah, but I'm not sure what it will be. But like in the end, I want to build something that's separate of me, because then it also has like a sales value. You know, you can if
Enterprise
it's the
value.
yeah, enterprise value exactly. But I don't know, like since I have experience with building brands, e-commerce, and basically with the YouTube channels, we're also building brands, but on a platform or of YouTube, like something on the line of that. Like I also want to keep building my personal brand, but I've tried that for like I like Twitter. It's easy to share stuff in there, but I don't want to be an influencer. Basically, I would rather be like a guy who shares value in a specific niche, and then people reach out to me maybe, or I can reach out to people to expand my network, but not really to sell something attached to my personal brand. Then I rather build something like behind the scenes, like build a great brand that's attached to you, and yeah, that's living on its own. But I don't know what. So it's just my thoughts that I'm having here right now. But like building a strong brand takes a lot of time. So I rather find something like that, so you have something to build on for the upcoming years, instead of like building another YouTube channel, putting a team on it. Then you still don't really have the amount of time you need to put in, you know. And it's again the quick way.
And I would assume that you're talking digital, right? You're not talking warehouses and
Yeah.
boxes, right?
No, 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 exactly that not. But like, of course, you can still do like drop shipping methods. Like you can find suppliers that can deliver goods within 2 to 6 days, for example.
Yeah,
So those possibilities are there. But it's just a thought. Like it's not something that I'm not certain.
yeah,
But it's just like with the YouTube stuff. You once it's automated. Like for example, once you also have your freelancers doing your talking head videos, you buy yourself back so much time,
yeah.
and you need to be able to handle that. And if you're a person like me that wants to keep growing, keep building, and can't really sit still, like then it can be pretty tough when you outsource everything. But I also don't want to do the simple work. Like I could make tutorial videos on my phone the whole day, for example. But
Yeah.
that's not the value work I want to do. But yeah, let's
Mm.
see. So it's all like it's just a thought, basically.
Yeah, it's I think it comes down to the question of like what are your strengths, what are you good at, and how to best apply yourself.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. But also sometimes you maybe need other people around you that give you input or ideas or you can work with. For example, you met the guy Eric, you get new ideas, you maybe see strong points in yourself that he mentions and that you never saw before. So
Mm.
I want to avoid to quickly rush into this.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm now expanding my network a little, and I'm planning to move to Dubai. That's the plan to change my environment, and then from there maybe new opportunities will arise as well, and then you can also fully jump in. So I don't want to rush this, because in the past I've had a couple of these moments that I had like fewer things to do, and I would always rush into something new to keep myself
Yeah.
occupied, and
Yeah.
then a couple weeks later you're not busy working on it anymore. Then I'm like, yeah, what's the use of it, so then I
Yeah.
rather take a step back and yeah, choose the right vehicle.
I think that's a pretty mature thought, to be honest, when you don't act on your impulses, but rather you are able to be still and to first observe your thoughts, and think through the opportunities and the problems that you want to solve, because
Yeah,
you can do a lot of solving beforehand in your own head, if you did the work required for that.
yeah, exactly. But it came with like I have worked on so many shit already, so it's also not that I was always like this. But
Yes.
it's more like in the end, I don't think like if you reach a certain years of entrepreneurship, same with you, like you have the basics of how a funnel works, of building a Shopify website, building a YouTube channel, hiring people. You basically have all the soft skills to
Mm.
build something, to build a company. So that's not it. Like information wise, you know everything already. You just need the right timing, meet the right people, get the right idea, and then also the motivation and the will to work on it, and then it will start rolling of itself. Like the trap I fell into a couple of times is also like consuming a lot of information, seeing
Yeah.
many people on YouTube, on Twitter, sharing what they do, their journey, and of course they present it in a way that's really, oh, I also want that. Like the grass is always greener, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, but then, yeah, I forgot my train of thought. But like then, yeah, I forgot what I wanted to say. But the thing is, yeah, you want to avoid that as well. Oh yeah, I know, I remember again. Like consuming so much information doesn't help you as well taking the next action, because it can actually make you more confused.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you just need to maybe look inward, see what you want, and then apply the knowledge you already built up the last couple of years, and then it will work out probably. So yeah, taking
Yeah.
a little break.
I like that. I like that. And what came up now to my head is, you know, luck is when preparation meets opportunity.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
opportunities are few. And people say, like Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett, that you only need a couple of opportunities in your life, right?
Yeah,
So the bulk of your time needs to be spent preparing for when an opportunity does come up. Whether you meet someone who has an idea and he is looking for a person like you who has a strength, right? That's, for example, what um, is happening in my life at the moment. Together with this person that I met, Eric, right? He had a great idea, and he was looking for someone kind of with my skill set, right, with my strengths to execute on this idea. So now we're together in business, and we're working towards that. So we'll see how that plays out. But the bulk of time, right, needs to be spent preparing, right, and the best preparation you can do is by, well, training your mind and training your body, right? You want to stay in good physical shape so that you know you can actually enjoy the life, and you can enjoy the proceeds that you get rewarded for your work, right? But you also want to train your mind. A lot of people never even consider that, right? People go through life kind of half dead or half asleep. They just use the same knowledge that they've acquired through school or through university, and then once they finish university, they never open a book, right? And so it's important to, it's kind of like, if you're trying to cut down a tree and you're using a saw, right? And the saw you're using is super dull, right? And then I'm gonna take a saw, right? I'm gonna first sharpen it really, really sharp, and then I will do it. Well, my
Yeah.
efficiency for every time I do it, right? It's like Warren talks about Charlie. And by the way, I'm obsessed with like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. They had an annual meeting recently. I was like watching the replays and all that. But Warren was talking about that Charlie can think through a problem before you even finished reading the sentence. So, for example, if I present you with a business problem or an opportunity, right? You will need to think, okay, well, is this worth pursuing, for example? And then you need to go back and forth and, invert the problem and think, okay, what can go wrong? What are the opportunities, right? The SWOT analysis. There's so many things, right? Thinking from all the different perspectives. Well, the sharper your mind is, the more diverse your thinking is, the better you can think through the problems, And there's a very interesting, this book.
It's a big book.
It's called Poor Charlie's Almanac. It's The Wit and Wisdom of Charles T. Munger. And he presents here a case of a $2 trillion company, and he kind of, and he talks about Coca-Cola, which, by the way, is right there. And he talks about Coca-Cola, how if you were presented like an opportunity to go into business and your initial investment was 2 million, and the challenge would be to turn that 2 million into 2 trillion, how would you think through it? I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys get the book on Audible, Poor Charlie's Almanac, or you can get the physical copy as well. And yeah, it's like my this book is like almost always on my table, right next to my computer. So I always go
It looks
back and I
nice as
always
well.
yeah, it's a really nice book. But what's even better is what's
Yeah, but that's
inside.
good. Yeah, of course. But I think that's also what entrepreneurship is. Like, you probably fail a lot of times with your business. Like, a lot of people think when they maybe start first with entrepreneurship, the first idea or business will succeed. That's not the case. You will try something else. You will fail again.
Mm.
But with all those businesses, you learn a lot of things, and eventually your time will come to implement all the things you learned, and then you will eventually succeed. And some people will do that the first year. Some people have 5 years, 10 years. Like, now maybe the expectations are also like that you need to succeed much sooner. I think like the average, I'm not sure where I got this from. Maybe I'm bullshitting. But like the average age of when people start their own company, like the age is pretty old. I think it's like around 40 even. I'm not sure if that's like now still the case, but I think it was like maybe a little bit before the internet things came up.
Mm.
Now the expectations are also different, but yeah, just work and eventually things will work out. I think like you in hindsight you can only see what worked and what not. You never know that like
I also
before starting.
I also feel like there's this very big growing trend, okay? And I think it's a little bit of a controversial topic, but I think it'd be interesting to touch upon it. So every time I open YouTube, once in a while, I'm gonna get recommended this video of this very young gentleman, okay, who is usually in like a small circle in one of the corners of the thumbnail, and then he has some kind of a drawing, like a very bad quality drawing, and the title is something like, here's how this lazy bum makes $100,000 per month, or something like this. And there's a very growing trend, like so many people, and
Yeah,
they come up with all these different ways. Like, for example, one guy that you showed me was like this Nick Setting guy, right? Him.
yeah,
And
yeah.
there's so many more guys like that.
Charlie Morgan, like that
Charlie
one.
Morgan, and there's
Yeah,
so many of these guys who are like, yeah, so this is how I easily make $150,000 per month without lifting a single finger, or I just kind of post a video like this and I provide tremendous value, and they're they have this like incredible confidence in themselves, and the guys are like 17, 18 years old, man. They just got their stripe, without their parents' approval, and they're like, I'm like, what the hell? Like, if it was that easy, like, no.
Now, the thing is, there is a lot of value in there, but people watching that are probably beginners, so they can't actually even implement the value they're sharing. You know, so they watch those kind of videos, and yeah, they can't do anything with it. And yeah, you have many of those, like yeah, just copy me. Like this is how I made $10 million in a year. Follow my exact steps. Copy me. That kind of stuff.
But again, when you're saying, how can it like, oh, it's value focused? Oh, I don't know, man. I'm gonna probably get hate for this, but I don't believe that an 18-year-old kid can teach me how to do business, even though he accidentally made $100,000 the last month.
Yeah, but it depends. Like, for example, if he's only teaching a specific thing, for example, if you have an agency and he can optimize one step in your agency business, like, for example, lead generation, and that is only expertise, only people with an agency will watch that video. For them, it's relevant. And like, it probably works. Otherwise, he would not have the testimonials, the social proof, that kind of stuff. So they target a very specific audience, and that's not us. I think that's how it works, but I don't know. It's not my niche.
Yeah, I would say be very careful with that because yeah, I don't know. It's I think it's this like passing fad right now, and I can just I'm observing from the sidelines of how it's working, right? And I'm trying to understand why it's working because it's kind of like this raw, right? It's hip, right? It's edgy. It's standing out from the crowd. They're not titling their videos as everybody else. They're not using the same thumbnail as everybody else. They're presenting this new opportunity, these like crazy big numbers. They're not even saying 10K. They're saying like, oh, 120K easy, without even doing anything. And it's like, it's just it doesn't make sense. It's, if you want to,
But
one of the principles that really helps is like, go straight to the top. If you want to start some kind of a digital agency, find the list of 5 to 10 people who have the most successful agencies out there and go to them. Don't go to some kid, go to them.
yeah, but those people also start YouTube channel. You can see it with William Brown. Like, he's legit, and like, those guys at the top are starting personal brands more and more. But yeah, like, not everyone is legit. But I do certainly think some are. Like, William is. We know, we've met him.
It's not even about being legit, man. It's like you can be legit and you can have your reputation and integrity intact. Is that you know you just haven't had enough experience in life and in business in order to have so much confidence.
I disagree. Why? If someone is certain he can deliver on something that he's saying in his video, and he has the results to back it up as well, why not be certain of it? Like, you have all the reasons to be certain of it because you've done it. That's only for the legit people. Yeah.
No.
But we can also say for certainty, we can teach people how to do YouTube search because we've done it. We're very certain of that process.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Well, like what I'm certain is that I know a very, like, I don't even know. I have experience and something that has like worked for me over the years in this one very specific thing, right? Which is like searchable content on YouTube, right? And there's
Affiliate
still a
marketing.
lot of, right? And I can teach you to do that, right? But your results are going to also depend on your work, It's
That's
not
always the
like,
case.
yeah, it's not like you're gonna work with me or work with us, right? And then you're gonna make $100,000 next month. It's like, no, I will teach you how to, like, I can teach you how to do it. I will explain to you, okay, what is searchable content, how to make videos, like soft skills, right? Like how to hire and all that. But the results are gonna depend on you.
But
And
that's with every case, with every program, with every coaching. But what I'm saying is, like, some people have they have a lot of confidence in a specific thing they can do within specific businesses. We are in YouTube search. They are maybe in an agency or lead generation or funnels, and let them be very knowledgeable in that part and show some results. Like, there are like with funnels and agencies, you can make maybe more money, so they can put bigger prices on the title and that kind of stuff. But I do agree, like, some people might not be legit, and that's always the case. And some people might make it look bigger than it actually is. That's also always the case. But it doesn't mean they're not legit. Not all of them. Like, some are legit.
No, I'm not questioning, someone's legitimacy or integrity or anything like that, right? But I'm more questioning their expertise and, what kind of a wisdom can a person accumulate in in short 18 years of life? That's what I'm questioning.
Live experience, maybe. But I do agree. Like, I'm following a guy that just launched a coaching program about how to build a personal brand and monetize it. And his advice was as follows: you pick a niche skill, you learn it for 3 months, then you start making videos around that skill, and then you monetize through those videos based on the skill you learned in those 3 months. So it's a very short period to actually learn something. But on the other hand, if you fully deep dive into something for 3 months, you're probably better than 90% of the people. You're still able to teach people, but to a certain level, So yeah. 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 I don't know what to say about it. Let's have everyone do their own thing.
Yeah. I've been listening too much to Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger,
Exactly.
to be honest.
Time
I'm like, you got to be at least 70 years old to have at least, some kind of worldly life wisdom. You cannot even possibly hope to have any insight into life, at 18, 20, or even 28. I'm talking like, listen, I'm including myself as well. I want to pursue wisdom, but
you know how? You need to install TikTok. Dude, it's crazy here. Even in Vietnam, there are like lines at certain small eating shops. Like, if I would walk past it, I would never go inside. But now there are like lines because it was on TikTok. Well, food for thought.
The first time Rod and I ever connected on YouTube, I remember very clearly we talked about the TikTok generation or the TikTok brain, and we were like, "Can you imagine?" And that like really like we connected on that part. But
yeah, it's true.
So here's the recipe. Here's the recipe. Okay, so I know how to make $100,000 per month, right? All you guys fucking suck. Okay, you wake up, scroll some fucking TikTok in the morning. Okay, get out of bed, smoke a joint, eat some chocolate, right? And then you just open up your computer, make some videos.
What's all this about?
Let's fucking
Was
go.
this advice?
Yeah, this is advice for a miserable life.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, it's a great title for a video.
Oh! Listen, okay, okay. Hook time. We have a session. we have now a special session at the end of our podcast where we do hook times. Okay, so it's gonna be something like advice for a miserable life. There we go.
That was the hook?
Yeah, advice for miserable life. Or here's the step-by-step process to how to live a miserable life.
Bum. And what do they get at the end? They get one sentence: wake up, smoke a joint, eat chocolate.
Hey, listen, sorry, chocolate is not even bad, okay? Chocolate is I like chocolate. I eat dark chocolate.
Pure chocolate. Yeah.
You don't like that? You don't like the milk chocolate?
I like it. I like
remember in Dubai I brought that chocolate with dumle?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
Really nice. Right, should we wrap it up because we're rambling bullshit?
Don't people appreciate this? Okay. Enjoy Vietnam. Say hi to Lotte, and I'll talk to you next week.
I'll talk to you next week, and thanks for listening, everyone.
Yes. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.
Ciao.